YouTube world back at it once again in this Instant Classic 8, going Sanders Robin style once again. I'm not having problems with my camera as far as I know of, but I am just too tired to get up in front of the camera right now and try to do this video, so I'm just going to do an audio. It's been a long 2 days, but I'm telling you, it was all worth it. I am here to talk about Ring of Honor's Glory by Honor 9 Internet Pay-Per-View, which was last night. It was on GoFightLive.com from New York City. As many of you all know, I went to the show in Manhattan. Overall, it was just, as far as just an experience, it was amazing. Even though I've heard bad stories about New York fans and everything, and I did experience some of them, it's still something that the energy in that building is just it can't be matched at all. So I really enjoyed it. Before the show, I met up with Sanders Robin and Next Big Thing. We hung out. We went to the NBA store and got some food. Just hung out for a few hours before the show. We got to the show. Did get to meet a whole bunch of people there. Saw a whole bunch of guys. After the show, I hung out with Gilbert Blaze, Crazy Mike, Rude Boy, Monoxide, Sabu TNA Forever, Y2AFW, Instant Classic G1. If I'm forgetting you, I'm sorry, but we hung out. Got some more food after that, and then we went to the Irish Times, which is a bar in New York City that all the Ring of Honor wrestlers go to after the show. Got to meet a bunch of the guys, a bunch of the talent on the rosters. Fun, really, really fun time. But anyway, let me get into the gist of the video, which is the review of this show. Overall, my thoughts on it was a really good show. Was it better than like Death Before Dishonor? No. Was it the best Ring of Honor show this year? No. But it still held its own. It was a great pay-per-view, at least in my opinion. The first match of the night was Kenny King versus Jay Briscoe. Obviously, they had the Briscoes versus the All Night Express, the singles matches. This was a really good match. It was a point in this where Kenny King took a nasty spill. I really thought he hurt himself, but he didn't. Ended up getting the victory with the Royal Flush. Like I said, a really good match. And then Rhett Titus comes out. And of course, they do the double team, which leads into Mark Briscoe to come out there. And they have their match. Rhett Titus worked really hard in this match. The hardest I've seen him work, honestly. He's getting so much better. But Jay ended up winning. Like I said, just these two matches, just to get the crowd, excited for the show and everything. Really good start. Then we went to the tag team match, the Embassy, Necro Butcher and Eric Stevens versus Grizzly, Redwood, and Balls Mahoney. This match was, it was pretty bad. Didn't enjoy it too much. Balls got a nice reaction, and I don't understand how these people in the front row were giving him the beer, to throw at these guys, because that beer there was expensive. I mean, I paid like $4 just for water. I can't even imagine how much drinks and everything cost. So, but yeah, he threw that at the guys in the Embassy. Embassy ended up picking up the win. Well, doesn't do anything to you, so oh well. Then we went to the first sweet match of the night, which was Colt Cabana and El Generico versus Kevin Steen and Steve Corino in a double chain match. They did put over this match as being really gruesome and viewer discretion advised. Gonna be a lot of blood, and definitely was blood spilled very early on. It started off slow, but it picked up a lot. There was a point in the match where they got the chains off of each other, and they tied Colt Cabana up with both chains. They tied him up to the rope. Basically, was taking out El Generico. El Generico took a sick table bump off of this. From the top rope to the outside through a table. Just seeing that live, it's because the view that I had, it was awesome, man. It was a really great sight. But yeah, the match was brutal. Chairs were going everywhere. Like I said, they went through tables, just all different types of stuff. Steve Corino's son got involved again. Anyway, Colt Cabana ended up getting the win with the Billy Goat's Curse, the tap out. After the match, El Generico was going for the top rope brainbuster on Kevin Steen. Kevin Steen rips the mask off of El Generico. He runs to the back and everything, and they recreate the little picture that they have on Kevin Steen's shirt with his mask, which I thought that was kind of sick, but it was really good stuff. Then we had intermission. We came back from intermission. Jim Cornette comes out there, basically saying that he conducted an interview with Davey Richards. Davey Richards saying all the stuff he's doing. He's a trained EMT and firefighter, and this and that. And then goes on to say that Davey Richards isn't retiring from pro wrestling, and the crowd went just bananas. Of course, I did. I was screaming. I was really excited, and they said that he will have the next title shot, or his next title shot will be at the next Internet pay-per-view Final Battle. So this might be the show where Davey Richards ends up winning the Ring of Honor World Title. That's going to be an exciting day. But back to that in a second. We came back. It was Eddie Edwards versus Sean Daivari. The match was okay. This is exactly what I expected from him. Eddie was really over with the crowd. Even at the start of the show when they were mentioning the matches for the night, when they mentioned Eddie Edwards, the crowd was going crazy, just chanting Eddie when he came out here. He got a great pop. Like I said, nothing overly exciting. He won with the Achilles heel submission. Tapped out pretty quick, obviously. But yeah, like I said, it was good stuff. Pretty much what I expected from the two of them. Then we went to the what's been dubbed the Battle of the Best. Chris Daniels versus Austin Aries. Austin Aries got hurt during this match, which kind of hurt the match itself. But they went out there. They had a good match. Obviously, people were expecting so much better, but when Aries is hurt, there's only so much he can do. The ending, with the top rope Angel's Wings, man. Everyone, he was setting up for it, and everyone was just like hush, just waiting for it. And as soon as he hit it, everyone goes nuts, and he gets the victory over that. Really good stuff at the end there. But like I said, it was, Aries being hurt and everything. And we saw him at the Irish Times at the bar later that night, and he had a cane, and it just sucks to see that guy, with a cane, just. It's just injury and everything, man. It's a really bad sight to see. After that, we went to the Dream Tag Team match. The Kings of Wrestling, Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli versus Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team, Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. Both of these teams got a huge pop. They were doing dueling chants. Everyone was into this match. The match was awesome. I don't care what anyone says. I really enjoyed the match. Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, for their first match, well, I would say no, that wasn't their first match. Their first match together outside of WWE, they did really good. I can only imagine, what these guys can do after they get a couple more matches under their belts. But yeah, really good stuff. Hero ended up using the Golden Elbow, the Lucky Pad to knock out, I believe it was Charlie Haas. Knocked him out. They ended up getting the win. There is chance they could, do a rematch, maybe at Final Battle or somewhere down the line, because they kind of looked like they were setting that up. But the crowd was chanting, "Please come back." I really hope they do, because this match was great. Was it like the extraordinary, amazing match that it could have been? No, but it was still a great match. I still thought it was awesome. So, like I said, yeah, I hope they do come back, because that would be really nice to see. And then we had the world title match, no disqualification. Roderick Strong versus Tyler Black. This was a great match. It was a really good match, I should say. The ending did come out of nowhere. With Roderick Strong going through his motions. He just got the victory out of nowhere. There was a point where there was a rough bump, and then Terry Funk comes out, and he's now the ref. Terry Funk kind of hurt the match because of how slow he was. I mean, he couldn't help it, but just him dropping down to the mat and counting the pin. It was just. I don't know. It was just really, really slow. But, he did what he could. Anyway, Roderick Strong gets the pin. He's the new champion. Not too much of a fan of that. I am not a fan of Roddy at all. This is going to be a long 3 months. After the match, they had technical difficulties things where the lights went off. And I had Y2AFW next to me. I gave him my extra ticket. And I was like, if this is Homicide, I'm going to go nuts. All of a sudden, the Kill Bill music comes on, and I'm just jumping up and down. I completely lost my voice there. That's why I'm still raspy right now. But I completely lost my voice. Homicide comes out. It was a great moment, man. Just the crowd just went nuts when his music played. He says he's going to challenge for the world title soon. So with him in the picture, and now David Richards staying with Ring of Honor, or excuse me, staying with Pro Wrestling, it's going to be something interesting to see. Overall, like I said, the show was great. My experience just in New York was fantastic. Um, I do plan on going to Final Battle, bar any kind of crazy things at work, and because it will be the holiday season, and also no crazy weather because last year they had the big snowstorm come through. So barring all that, I will be at Final Battle, and it will be a great time. Thanks for everyone that I met. I did have a bunch of people come up to me, a bunch of my subscribers saying what's up. I appreciate all you guys. Really good, nice to meet you. But yeah, just a great show. Recommend if you haven't seen it, definitely get it on GoFightLive.tv. You're really gonna enjoy the show. But until then, I am Mr. Classic 8. Peace.